What's it like to have a partner in van life?
Pretty good actually. It's been good.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah. Pass that one.
Hi, I'm Nikki.
I'm Connor, and we're from London, Ontario.
And this is our '08 Sprinter Big Blue.
So this is the outside of our van. Probably the point that took us the longest, honestly. This is actually the factory blue that we got repainted. We wanted to keep it just because, I don't know, we kind of fell in love with it. Rust continued to kind of come back after we had painted the blue. So kind of in a last ditch effort to save the rust, we rust-proofed the whole bottom and then sprayed it in kind of an anti-rust-proof black paint to kind of just help with the wear and tear on the van. Up top, you can see our fantastic fan that we got. And we also have a 100-watt solar panel up there that helps with our electrical system.
We have only been in the van for 2 weeks so
Two
far.
and a half.
So we're very new to van life, which has been cool too. We kind of wanted that somewhere in between of still having the luxury of being able to fully stand, still having a bigger van, but also being able to do it on a budget.
Yeah, it's been a good 2 weeks so far, 2.5 weeks so far. It's been fun.
Welcome to the inside of our van. Down here we have our shoes storage, which is perfect when we first walk into our van, a perfect place just to throw them and get them out of the way. And then we also have this place here to store all our jackets, our purses, our grocery bags as well. So this is kind of our throwaway area to keep everything organized. And then up here we added 2 cork boards just to pin our memories as we are traveling, and that's the whole point of the van. As we move over here, we actually made an archway for our way into the cab with a curtain. We liked having the walls separating so that it felt more like a home atmosphere when we are parked and we are staying in the back. But we also really needed that access to the cab as we do long road trips. Then over here we have some open shelving and our bench area. Down here we have an ottoman, so if you do have extra guests, they can use this as a seat, but as everything with the van, it doubles for extra storage. So this has all our games and kind of arts and crafts in there, and that just slides right in there. And then this one here is where we store all our food, so it's our dry storage as well.
We had some time after we both finished school that we wanted to make use of, go and travel, see the country, and also for work too, I guess. Tree planting out in the bush, it's definitely a comfortable space as opposed to a tent, so it kind of worked out really well for us to go see the country and kind of have a good spot to hang out in for a bit while we're planting.
Up here we have our electrical system, which is a Jackery Power Box 500. Which are very popular in the van life community. But this box we actually have powering our entire system. So it charges our lights, it charges our fantastic fan, it charges our fridge. This is the Norcold, and it's one of the 12V fridges. It's probably the most expensive thing in our van build, which is crazy for how small it is, but it's very energy efficient. And we store all our food in there. And then underneath, we just kind of have a junk drawer that isn't overly organized yet. Moving on, we call this our walk-in closet. So just, you open it up, it's both mine and Connor's clothes storage. And we actually used a burlap sack for the door. So we picked that up just from an antique store for $4, cut it in half, and then put it in between the wood. And we really like the look of it and the fact that it kind of gives some air for our clothes to flow through if they get a little smelly after a hike or two. Then down here, this is our toiletry drawer that just has all our toothbrush, toothpaste, my makeup and whatnot. And then down here we just have some more storage that just kind of has the loose ends. So a basket here, and then a bigger basket that just has some underwear and socks and whatnot as well. And then if we move over to here, we have our kitchen area. We used a galvanized bucket as our sink, drilled a hole, and then that's connected to our gray water system and our fresh water system, which is just under here. We have a foot pump sink. Up here we have our spice rack, salt, pepper. And these are our live edge countertops that we picked up locally in Woodstock, Ontario. It's cherry, we sanded them down and then mineral oiled them, and they held up really nice, and we think it's really a statement feature in our van because they take up so much space. Underneath here we have our cooktop. It's a Woods 2-burner, and we just pull it out. Put it on top of here, and then by our shoe storage, we have the connector that is connected to our 20-pound propane tank underneath here. And we just hook that up, and that's how we cook our food.
They were actually all pretty jealous. They were all great. Our parents were great. They thought it was super cool. They were wishing they could turn back the clock for sure. So this is our bed area. Just down below here, this is our pantry where we kind of have all of our food storage, plates, cups, cookware, and whatnot. We walled it off from the back of the garage area just so we can have this front access and kind of keep everything contained back there and up here, kind of separate it all. We moving over to the bed area to kind of utilize storage space. We have these 2 laundry chutes that are just down the sides. This is our big bed. We utilized the 170 aspect and went with pretty much a full-size queen, so we can have a lot of comfortable sleeps in here after long days and whatnot. This is our nice warm blanket that my mom actually knit. It took her quite a bit of time. I think she actually retired from knitting since then, so she's not taking any more recommendations. But no, it's awesome. It looks great in here, and it keeps us super warm, especially some of these cold Canadian nights. One kind of thing we did do is we decided not to put any uppers here. We kind of shorted ourselves on some storage, but we really like the open feel. Kind of gives us a lot of space when we're sitting up in bed. We sit on here a lot, whether we're playing games, playing cards, or watching a movie. So we kind of wanted to give ourselves as big a space as possible. So we kind of went against that and just hung up some lights instead, just to give us just a nice little space back here, because we actually do spend a lot of time back here.
How much I've seen you go to the washroom lately. Can I say that? I've seen way too much of it.
Yeah. So here we can take a look at our garage. Something that's really nice about the size of our van, we got a lot of storage space under our fixed bed. It's a little messy right now. We just picked up a bunch of our tree planting gear for my brother as well. So we're kind of stocked a lot of extra gear that we're gonna offload sometime this summer. We have our matching barbecue. So the extra water storage here and here. We have a Yeti cooler to kind of throw some extra drinks and some food in. Our hikers, our roller blades, so we can kind of tour around the towns and whatnot. We put together a little tool bag just to kind of help fix things. You know, stuff's already fallen apart in this van in the first little bit, so we've had to do some minor repairs. And of course, we got an emergency poop bucket here. That's for emergencies only, but kind of a necessity, what we figured out. So yeah, just really nice big storage area that we can kind of just shove everything in while we're on the road. Maybe add, I don't even know, probably a more intense electrical system potentially, just so that like we do have to be somewhat mindful, like unplugging the fridge some nights, or it's not a big deal, but probably get some heavy-duty electrical system, or maybe a heater.
Chilly.
Yeah, they're having some chilly nights, but we managed to get through it. But I would say those would be the two next, or the additions that we would make.